لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our Nusuk informational series presented by Ithraa Alkhair in partnership with Ainul Haramain. My name is Harun Hassan, and today I will be guiding you alongside with Soban Shahid. We will be giving you important information for part 2 of our series. We hope you had a successful activation of the account. And now we are moving on to part 2, where we will be covering preparing your documents and uploading them. And inshallah, as we will go along, we will give you more information for the next step. But for today, we are covering uploading documents, which is a main part of getting your verification completed. So we want to make sure you're prepared for this. So just to get started off, just some requirements, and hopefully you understand this better. So to streamline the experience, you do need to follow some of these guidelines. You do need to make sure that your scanned documents, so for your passport, you have it in either PNG or JPEG format. And the dimensions cannot be 800, more than 800 by 400 pixels. And the file size can only be up to 1 MB. And this should show the main passport, main page, the information page for your passport, which is for the US passport, where we have our name, date of birth, issue date, expiry date, all that information. So it's necessary that you take a clear photo or scan your passport, and then we can start a bit more on the resizing, which we will be covering as we move ahead. Moving on to your personal photo. You do need to also make sure this is in either JPEG or PNG format, and the dimensions need to be maximum of 200 by 200 pixels. And I do want to mention for both documents, you can have it below that. This is just the maximum. And this file can also be up to 1 MB. The background of the photo should be white, and they recommend professional attire. So you don't necessarily, they just don't want you in like a vacation photo. Just make sure, as you would take something for a passport photo, that's exactly what you're doing in here with white background. And you will go ahead and proceed to prepare the next set of documents. And this third set of documents that you need is for proof of residence. In previous years, you would have to upload some sort of visa or a green card. Those are all valid. You can also use a driver license for the US. And whatever country that you're signing up from, we do know there are people who may be following this, and they are from other countries, and you may be a resident over there. They have added a few more documents that you can use now. So the requirements are the same as your passport. If 800 by 400 pixels and below 1 MB. And if you do not have a residence permit, you can upload some of these documents, something like a employment contract, driver license. You can also put in a lease agreement for property ownership, work visa, or a contract from for bank statement as well can also work as well too. So these are some new requirements, and this can make it easier for you, especially if you check any of these boxes, you should have an easy time to actually just upload those, especially if you don't have a permanent resident card like a green card or a work authorization over here. So these are some documents that can work for you. Now I would like to pass it on to Soban so he can start covering how to prepare your documents in order to have them ready to upload, inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan, Brother Harun. So then we will just click the start uploading button right here. And then I'm just going to remove these ones from here so we can start fresh. Okay. So once you go on the next page, you'll see upload documents over here. As Brother Harun mentioned, and as we mentioned before, that you need a passport, which will be in PNG or JPEG, 400 by 800 pixels, and it needs to be up 1 megabyte. So just everyone does have Paint on their laptop. You can see, just go to File, Open, and I personally recommend that you have a Hajj Documents folder on your laptop. So this is just for sample purposes, so we will just use this one for now. Click Open. And then to resize this, over here you can see this is 900 by 600. But for the passport, it's supposed to be 800 by 400. So we would click this icon right here, and then we will click on pixels. And like Harun Bhai said before, it does not need to be fully 800 to 400. It can be more or less, but it needs to be under 1 megabyte. So we'll click OK. So this does the resizing for us. And then we'll click File, Save As. We'll just save it as PNG. And we'll click Add Passport Sample, PNG, and save it over here. Now, there is another tool online, which is also, we can use Adobe. We can upload our photo over here and just make sure it's on the image resize. So this is the one that we just resized. But we'll try again over here by 800 by 400. And then we can always resize this as well. And, let's just say we want to save this as JPEG. We'll try to refresh it. All right. So then we resized over there. As we see over here, we resized it over here. And the original size right now is under 1 megabyte, which we are good. So we will just click download over here. And this will give us our JPEG file. Going back, we will go on to the same thing for our personal picture, which would need to be 200 by 200. So just as an example, we took this one. We have opened this one over here. We'll resize it. You have to click pixels, and we need to resize it to 200. Seems like that thing up. 200. Oh, sorry, we have to click pixels. So it'll be 200 by 200. Does not need to be the exact same size. We click OK. We'll then click File, Save As, and just save it as PNG. We will then come onto the Nusuk platform, click on the Upload Document, and then click on the one that we just finished. You just need to make sure that this is the PNG or JPEG file. We have opened this. And then we can always see that this is a PNG that was uploaded. And then we need to choose our personal picture. And these are just samples and examples that we are using. Do not use any of these. Use your own personal passport photo and your personal photo for this. So we'll just, after these two are uploaded, your passport picture and your personal photo, you will click on to the next page, and then we'll go there.
All right. So as you can see, Brother Salman covered how to resize and how to upload the documents. Now, the system will automatically pick up most of the information. So we need to make sure that if you have a middle name, that middle name is in there. And this photo is no good. Keep in mind, you want to have something with a white background. We're just doing this for sample purposes. So if you're missing a middle name, please add your middle name. You can start scrolling down and see whether your last name, everything is correct. And then you want to make sure your nationality is correct over there. Fill out your city in there. So this will pull up, whichever city you live in, your birthplace. For this sample, we have Washington, D.C. on it. So we're going to put in Washington, D.C. Make sure the gender is correct. Most passports will be a normal passport unless you don't have a normal passport. You will put in your passport number as it is, the issue place for the passport, and you do need to add the issue date for. So in this particular case, it's October 15, 2020, and we will go ahead and update that. And as you go down, you will just click on like agree to consent to the use and accuracy of your every detail, and you click submit, and you are all set with this particular step. So this is how you take care of step 2 when it comes to Nusuk Hajj. And we want to make sure you understand that you do need to prepare these documents. And if you need any assistance, our team at Ithraa Alkhair and Ainul Haramain are ready to help you out with the resizing. And we hope you were able to learn and you are able to continue moving forward with the next procedures of Nusuk.